Hey everybody, it's Joe. You had weight loss surgery and you lost a bunch of weight, but then you stretched out your stomach and you're worried about not being able to shrink it again. I'm going to tell you how in a minute. Hey guys, it's Joe. Quick story, just to let you know the background on all this. You can go watch my video of my story to get all the details, but basically, gastric sleeve surgery, my highest was 295. I got down to about 210 and then went back up to 250, clearly stretching my stomach out. Without question, I could eat way more than I thought I ever was going to be able to again. So I'm here to tell you that there's hope, because I was able to shrink my stomach back down again, and now I'm currently at 197. So a big job. I mean, that's just since February. I've lost about 53 pounds. I went back up to 250, came back down to 197, and I'm not going back over 200 again. So a couple hints. Here's what I did. Now I'm not saying, hey baby, look who's here.
Hey, it's Addie.
Got a visitor. She's proof. She can tell you what I had to do to go through, make this happen. Basically what I did is I recognized she was going through a really hard time physically, and I emotionally ate again, and it hurt. Trust me, you can't stretch your stomach out after your gastric bypass without it hurting a whole lot, right?
Right.
I was in pain, quite a bit. But there came a day when I saw that 250 on the scale, I said this has to stop. And I recognized that the emotions, I asked myself why. Like, why am I 250 right now? Well, because I emotionally ate. Why am I emotionally eating? Because I have a bad habit of doing that. So why don't I change that? And I'm changing it. So that's what I did. I kind of made a decision at one point that I was done. I was going to get the emotional and mental part out of the way. I do have a therapist, probably my best doctor, probably my therapist. And work through it. And like I said, now I'm 197, I'm 5'9.5", 47 months out since surgery, and just about 8 months out since I was 250. Now I'm 197. What I did is this: once I got past the mental stage, I decided I was not going to let this happen anymore. I started from, first thing I did is I told someone, okay, mainly her, told her that I was done, because
accountability.
Yeah. So, I let her know, and she definitely keeps an eye on me to make sure that I don't overdo it ever. And it's really gotten to a routine, which I'm going to get to. So, the physical part of it. When I started, what I did is I just decided one day I was going to do it, and I started from the beginning. I basically acted like I just had surgery again, and I went straight back to the liquid diet. Was it easy? No, because now I had a stretched out stomach. So I was hungry. But mind over matter at this point. I want to stay alive. I don't want to die early from obesity. So I decided I was going to stick to it. After started losing weight quickly, by the way.
I was at my goal weight.
Yeah, she was already at goal weight. Talk about embarrassing. Even though she was having some physical issues, she was doing great. After the liquid diet for a while, probably a week, I'd say, I went to a soft foods diet, just ate soft foods, always making sure that I measured everything. Remember when they told us to measure?
A quarter of a cup.
Remember when we never measured?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Please measure your food. I'm not a big fan of carrying a scale around, but y'all know how much a half a cup is. I mean, just use your hand, or a quarter cup, sorry. Please think about that way when you're eating. Just don't ever eat more than that. Just decide you're not going to do it. That's it. Have somebody accountable to help you. If we ever go out to dinner, we split meals all the time, or we automatically ask for to-go boxes as soon as the meals get there. We take out, basically, I take everything that I'm not going to eat, then put it in the box, and it doesn't come back out.
Yeah, we usually, if we ordered something, like for ourselves, that meal provides 3 meals for us.
Yeah, that is a cool thing about eating out.
It is. That's the cool thing about eating.
As long as you control yourself, you can take that meal and make 3 meals out of it. So it's very cost effective as well.
Because they overfeed. Their portions are to make America fat.
Yeah.
And if you sit around and look at the people in the restaurants, you see mostly obese people.
Right.
Which is sad.
Which was us.
Yeah, which was us. And it's really sad. And you want to reach out and help them, but, you know, they've not had anyone shake them and say, you need help, you know, and it's really sad.
Well, obviously, that would be awkward if we were the ones doing it.
Yeah.
Because I've already asked Abby if I could. She said, no, we're not judging those people or condemning them in any way. We love them. We love those people because we were those people.
Yeah.
We hope you're watching right now. That'd be great. If you're one of those people, put a comment down there.
Reach out to us.
Tell us how we can help or how we can help people when we see them without offending them. I don't know. It's funny because after we had our surgeries, I mean, I was still obese after I had my surgery. People would see me in a restaurant and they'd look at me like, look at that fat guy in the restaurant. Well, the fat guy in the restaurant already is doing something about it. So, you know, we got that issue as well. It's just hard. That's why I like these videos, because I hope, you know, it's non-threatening. People can decide if they want to look at them or not. You can probably see, if you can see my stomach, I'm still not at my weight that I'm supposed to be. My goal was 290. I'm going to hit, that's 7 pounds away. I'm going to hit that, obviously. And I'm going to have to do a new goal. She's going to make me do a new goal. And I'm just going to have to lose more, which is crazy to me. I never thought I'd be 190, let alone below 190. That's insane. My BMI, by the way, when I hit 202, I passed over the obese stage, and now my BMI is below 30, so I'm only overweight. Yes! And I got so close the first time, and then I gained all the way back. Why I would do that, I have no idea, but you guys understand. It's an addiction. I have food addiction, and that's what got me. So now I just need more creative ways to be emotional. So tell someone, have an accountability partner, and then start from the beginning. Liquid, soft diet, and then measuring all your food. Water is huge. You know how they tell you to drink water every 30 minutes? We've kind of condensed it down to every 15 minutes. We're sipping water nonstop. Probably when Addie had a lot of physical issues, you can read about her story as well, complications from her surgery. And I think a lot of those could have been prevented if she had drank water like she should have. She's just never been a fan of water. And now she drinks it all the time. So it's so beautiful to watch. So I drink water all the time. They say not to drink water with your meal, and I don't. And I just don't.
I do. I'm one that can do it.
She can get away with it.
Not everybody can, but I have to have a little water to wash down.
Well, that's what I do. I'll generally take, as we're getting up from the tables, if we're going out or something, I'll take one sip from my water.
Yeah.
Just to kind of let things.
Just a little bit.
Help things get going.
But.
And I did shrink my stomach back down. I know I did because of how much I eat. If I eat something, I can get in pain very quickly now. If I go over a quarter cup to a half a cup, I'm probably up to about a half a cup now. And I won't go over that. Why? Because one, I don't want to stretch my stomach out, but two, it hurts.
It hurts, yeah.
If you've ever experienced dumping syndrome, where your body dumps a whole bunch of insulin into your body, that is not pleasant. It is very bad, and I've had that since the beginning. Yeah, that's like God's way of saying, stop. You're eating too much. It's very unpleasant. The other thing I had as a secret, don't tell anybody. I have this thing that I do now that I successfully shrank my stomach down. I have the secret that I do. So I know my stomach's about the size of a banana now because it's a sleeve. I typically, if I'm at home, I will eat a chunk of pineapple. Good sized chunk, maybe an eighth of a cup size, before I eat a meal. And what does that do? Well, it's delicious for one thing. It's low calorie.
It's fiber.
Yeah, fiber. It's a couple grams of sugar, but it's worth it. it fills up my stomach real quick. So when I do start eating, I'm not able to eat as much as I normally would.
That's a lot of water.
I don't know how you feel about pineapple, but I love pineapple. But now, when I'm out now, how I got down to 197 was by the routine that I started. I started a routine. That I don't break from. We don't eat out a lot.
No, we really don't.
Hardly at all. As a matter of fact, I hardly eat dinner because I typically will have something small that's not even on the menu if we're cooking something. Typically have 2 or 3 things that I'll eat for breakfast. And I also have a protein powder that I use as well to get the proteins up. It's about 30 grams of protein per scoop.
Tasteless.
It doesn't taste like anything. A little bit of texture changes, but nothing bad.
You might put that in an egg, and you really can't taste the texture.
I mean, this morning I had 1 egg, a little bit of milk, stirred in with the protein powder, mixed it all together, and made a great egg. Just scrambled eggs, and I did put a little bit of cheddar cheese on there, and I had, let's see, that makes 40 grams-ish, 40 to 50 grams of protein just from breakfast. So, and then for lunch I had just tuna salad. Yes, there's mayonnaise in tuna salad. I put a little bit of relish in it, but that's another 15 grams of protein.
But another staple of yours is soup, like tomato soup.
Yes, I'm not going to say the brand, but I just got into a routine. I eat 2 or 3 things for breakfast. Don't deviate from those 3 things, and then have a routine for lunch. And don't deviate from those 2 or 3 things. You gotta want it more than you want food. You gotta overcome your addiction. And with me, soup works great. Because since I've shrank my stomach back down, I can, those little jars, little things, cans, sip cans, that's all I'm gonna say, of tomato soup, that fills me right up. I'll generally drink that for lunch, and I'll be good for several hours. And that's my routine. Like literally, I do that almost every day. I'll change soups sometimes, but for the most part, that's all I do. And today I had tuna because I'm at home and I'm at work. It's a little bit easier just to do the tomato soup thing. Snacks, typically, I don't snack a lot, but pineapple chunks is one of the ones I do go to. A lot of fruit.
Grapes.
Yeah, grapes, avocados.
Avocados are very good for you.
My diet is very low in sugar, very low in carbs. Almost none. I try to get none other than tomato soup. So yes, there's a lot of, there is some sugar in fruit, but I wouldn't worry about it because your body knows what to do with it. And then for dinner, typically, I mean, if I'm not joining the family, which I do join the family sometimes, if it's something that I can't eat, for instance, she makes an awesome spaghetti sauce. It's our new family recipe. And when they have pasta and garlic bread, I just have a bowl of her meat sauce. And it's awesome. It's delicious. Throw some Parmesan cheese on it. I'm good. Right?
Mm-hmm. Just no pasta and no bread. You just eat some meat sauce.
I just skip the pasta and bread, and I don't miss it at all. I do
and he
not
has it the
miss
next
pasta.
day too.
Yep, and then I'll have the same thing the next day.
Leftovers.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really
And
good
then
one.
when I cook, or another thing like casseroles and stuff that I cook, he'll just have, like you said, just that portion control. He'll have a little bit, and that's it.
Yeah. Also, my parents came over, and she likes to cook for them, and she made lasagna, some kind of lasagna, and it looked delicious, and I did eat it, and it was delicious. But guess what I did? When she wasn't looking, I basically scraped the whole insides out.
I was looking.
And didn't eat the pasta part. So I just ate the insides. Hey guys, it's Joe. Sorry for the abrupt ending there. Had a little technical difficulties, but I was done talking anyway. I hope these 7 steps help you get back on track. Please try them before you go do any kind of revision surgery. This is definitely a better option. It's much cheaper and much less pain, but hope that helps. Check out my story, subscribe. I hope you're having a great day, and let us know how we can help you. This is Joe.
And I'm Addie.
And we're out of here.